Alright, welcome to another Amberlynn Reid video. This one is called I Am About to Switch Things Up Drastically. Wait in episode 6. Immediately dislike. Her gambling addiction link is spelled here. Just have this preloaded before display. I'm going to start off with the comments. Mac Cheese Please says, so you stop Ozempic because your gallbladder, then eat like shit after getting off Ozempic, so is that helping your gallbladder? Exactly. Did you get an official BPD diagnosis during your 16 hours off? Exactly. Lose 7 pounds when you're 600 pounds is not incredible. You could have easily lost 500 pounds this month. You don't get to 500 pounds if you ate food. Dr. No would have a field day with you. This is the stupidest shit I've seen today. Literally just repeating the same stuff she does. She will never change. How much more research do you need to do something you quit 4 times? The food thing though sucks, but you eat it every time you go. Like, just don't eat for a couple hours. That's true. Tommy canceled the trip. I think that's enough for now reading. I'll read more later. Alright, so we're starting off right away with this questionable face, her nasty hair, like always.
Welcome to a new video on Wednesday weigh-in. I'm sure you guys were not expecting that because I said I was gonna take a break from YouTube. I did take some time to reflect, and I literally just had my live stream like an hour ago. And with their opinions mixed with mine, which I was already thinking this, I think what's best for me in this moment is to continue making content. Plans obviously can shift as circumstances and feelings change, so I'm not going to promise anything. I'm not gonna promise the schedule I've done for 6 weeks. It's what I like. It's what I've been enjoying. I have genuinely loved the schedule so much, and I know so many of you also have as well, so thank you for that. But I'm here now, and I'm present, and here's weigh-in number 6, you guys. So let's get straight into the 5 questions. How fast can cellulitis happen? So by the time you come in contact with whatever gives you cellulitis versus when it spreads, it could take anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days. I've had times, like recently, where it just took overnight, and there's been times in the past where it literally took 5 days. So it really just depends on the situation, but sometimes it could spread extremely rapidly, really quickly, and that's why I make sure to get it handled fast. How many times have you ate inside of a restaurant?
Expert in cellulitis, since she's had it since she was a child. Like, I don't think that's like a flex or anything. To be that well versed in how cellulitis is.
In the last month. Twice. I went to a Mexican restaurant with my mom and my stepdad about 3 weeks ago. And then I went to a Chinese restaurant with my mom and my friend over a week ago, I'd say. I don't really eat much inside of restaurants. Like, if I'm ever eating out, it's usually just like a lame meal from Bingo. That's why I never really cared about making my goals about eating out of my home, more so about the delivery to my home, because that's where I have an issue. But I'm telling you, the food at Bingo kind of sucks. When were you diagnosed with lymphedema and lipedema? So in 2022, I went to a specialist. So that's when I was diagnosed. It was a very embarrassing process. I had to literally take off my clothing. The specialist was all up in my legs, teaching me how to do the massages and teaching my girlfriend at the time, which was Feline, teaching her how to do the massages if she ever wanted to do them. And it was just very embarrassing. A lot of poking, a lot of prodding, and I'm telling you, it hurt. Like the lymph massages that you have to do to like move the fluid through your body. She was like, you're gonna hurt the next day even after this one massage. Yeah, I didn't believe her. And oh my God, I hurt bad. Yeah, it's an easy diagnosis when it's like super obvious, especially to a specialist. So I saw the specialist a couple times and I learned a lot of things, a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, a lot of things to help with it because it's not curable. This is something I'll have for the rest of my life. Is it true what Beck said when they said you lied about your past what I ate today videos? So since I've been on YouTube, which I've been on YouTube for 11, 12 years now, I've done hundreds of what I ate today videos. And every single time I go into a what I ate today video, it is never to deceive anyone. Whether it's an off-track video, whether it's an on-track video, whether it's a look at what I ate from takeout, whether it's look at the fruits and vegetables I ate, whether it's look at the candy, it doesn't even matter. My intent in that video is to film what I'm eating that day. Back in 2019, when my binge eating was really, really bad, I would binge eat constantly. So this was 6 years ago, but I remember there being 2 times after I did a what I ate today video where the video was already edited, scheduled, because I like to do that the day of, where I did end up binging. And since the video was already finished and scheduled and edited, it made it easier for me not to open up about that. A lot of the times, binges are not planned. So afterwards, when it happens, you feel a lot of remorse, guilt, shame, and you hide these episodes and feelings from the people in your life. I would do it all the time because it's hard to even process yourself. So doing it publicly was even worse. When I'm filming what I ate today videos, I'm honest in those and I'm not trying to deceive anyone.
She's honestly pathetic.
Really trying to show you what I ate that day. If something like that was to happen now, I would be more on top of like letting you guys know, but something like that hasn't happened in years and years and years, 6 years like I said, so I don't see it happening anytime soon. Do you like being on GLP-1s? Yes, genuinely I do. Being on Ozempic and then the compounded semaglutide, it genuinely made me feel so much better. Like, yes, the side effects suck, but like I was losing weight. I wasn't constantly thinking about food. I hate food. Like, I get it, I'm fat, but like,
oh my god, I hate that she says this all the time. She probably hates food in the sense that it's her comfort food, and she also said that she did used to binge, and she's got a binge monster as well. And she got really nasty. So is that the type of remorse she's feeling? Or is she feeling remorse for the high amount of volume of food that she ate during that binge? I also thought that she didn't have a binge eating disorder.
like 50% of the time, it's like, I hate food. The other 50% of the time, I love food. Like, I'm just like a walking contradiction. But during those moments where I hate food because I feel like it controls me, GLP-1s take away that control and it just feels amazing. I'm actually interested in going on a GLP-1 again. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be looking into it and I will definitely keep you guys updated in my weigh-in videos. I am a bit nervous about the gallbladder stuff because taking GLP-1s can increase gallbladder, pancreas issues. And the first time I ever took Ozempic, that's the reason why I stopped it. So it's always this weird thing in the back of my head. But this time I want to get my labs done and I want them to check my gallbladder first. If they don't feel like that has to happen, then okay, good. Which risk is more severe? Which risk is more dire? Me staying this size and dying young? Or me having a gallbladder attack? GLP-1s are amazing for people like me. People who genuinely cannot seem to get it under control and who will have a shorter life if they don't get it under control. Most medicines are like that.
Yeah, you have
there
like
is so many risks
to do it. You have 2 chances to do it already. Like, you're just wasting time, and now look at you.
and risks, but they're made because they outweigh the risks. How they're gonna help an individual outweighs the side effects that could happen. Let's get into the goals that I had last week. First one was drink 3 waters a day, and I succeeded in that. Drinking water has just become like second nature to me. And my second goal was to beat the feeling of defeat and do not give up. And I did that. So while I was filming this, I forgot to say what my goal is for this coming week. That is literally just focusing more on if I want to go on another GLP-1 to do more research and figure that all out. So let's talk about how my week went. So my cellulitis is actually improved, so I'm not as swollen, so that's a plus already. I was eating kind of like shit, but I was staying below my calories, and because of that, I did lose weight. It doesn't matter what I eat, as long as I stay in that like calorie deficiency, like I could literally eat 2,000 calories in ice cream and still lose weight. But it doesn't matter what I was eating, I was just under my calories, so it showed up on the scale for sure. But I will say that every single day I wanted to give up, and I'm exhausted. I'm so freaking exhausted fighting with myself. So I want to switch things up. And if that is me taking another weight loss injection, then that's me taking another weight loss injection. I'm gonna try to figure that out privately and I will keep you guys updated. So as for the weigh-in, last week I was 521.6, and this week I was 514.2. So yes, I am.
Just take a look at that again. Her stupid ass face here.
Then that's me taking another weight loss injection. I'm gonna try to figure that out privately and I will keep you guys updated. So as for the weigh-in, last week I was 521.6, and this week I was 514.
this whole thing right here is like the most questionable thing. So, useless. Oh, useless. And now she's back to that again. Seems like she always has a moment in her eating. To see the weight gain. She probably does really good. Something happens, she cries, she binges. Then she's like, I'm gonna change my life again. Something happens, she's gaining, she starts to cry, then she realizes she's gaining again. And somehow this happens. I wonder if she edits this. I don't think so. This looks questionable though. Why is this like squared out? Or maybe that's just how it looks like.
15.2. So yes, I am down 7.4 pounds. And normally I would feel proud. Anyone would feel proud. And Amberlynn Reid would be on here saying, wow, I'm so proud of myself. But I'm not. I know my pattern. I know my cycle. I know how I am. I will lose the 7 pounds and then I will gain them right back. I need to break the pattern. I need to break the cycle. I can't keep being proud of myself for loving myself for a minute and then proceed to hate myself for days. I can't treat my body good for a minute and then treat it like trash for days. I need to break the cycle. And I've reached a point where I'm like genuinely scared. I'm genuinely scared I'm not going to. Like, I should be proud. I should be so proud that I lost those 7 pounds, but I'm not, because this has been my life. Okay, yeah, of course I can lose 7 pounds. I can lose 14 in 1 week.
She's finally waking up.
I've done it multiple times, but I gain it back. That's what I do. I lose the weight and then gain it back. I lose the weight and then gain back more. I lose the weight and then gain back more times too. And it's just, I'm exhausted, I'm defeated, and I'm ready to choose my risk, because either way, there's gonna be a risk. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this weigh-in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yikes. That was a huge waste of time just for her to tell us that she's going back on GLP medication and it's life or death. On videos here recommended. Anyway, you guys should like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Goodbye.